Happy Valentine's Day, you guys. Sometimes we can get lost in this holiday, which really is just about connection in buying gifts. But the best gift that you can give to your partner if you're thinking of celebrating this holiday is just the gift of your time and attention, the gift of your connection with them. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, something that you can do for free for your Valentines. Or your loved ones, whoever it is you want to connect with. If you haven't already gone out and spent your money on chocolates and flowers, here's a freebie for you. So we often start our relationships out with our partners, especially our intimate sexual partners, and we go through that kind of honeymoon phase, they call it. And what that really is, if you break it down, is that person, you give them your all. You focus your attention and your time on them and your energy on them. And then over time, you start to get in these kind of mundane ruts. And that's where I think it's Esther Perez talks about that. She talks a lot about infidelity and cheating and why people do that and are unfaithful or lie about cheating or cheating in general. And she says it's because the novelty wears off, that newness buzz of the relationship or the novelty wears off. And that's because what happens over time is we don't work on this area of connection. I love the way she described this, Esther Perez, is novelty in your relationship is about seeing your partner from a new perspective or in a different light or in a different way. And we think after 20 years there's nothing to unfold, or it's kind of the same mundane thing. But she talks about it and describes it in this way. If you've ever seen your partner, you're in a crowded room or at a party or at an event or something, and you see your partner across the crowded room and they look you look at them and they almost look like a stranger a little bit, and you see them connecting with another person and they're having this conversation, and there's just something that strikes you as like, ooh, I've never seen them in that light, or I've never seen them that way. And that's really what the practice of conscious connection does, is it allows you to play in that range all the time. There is always, I guess, a sense of novelty or a sense of ebb and flow and play, a sense of being alive and in the moment. And that is profound, you guys. That having a connection like that is profound, because it means every time you go up to the bedroom to connect or make love or have sex or just connect and get intimate with each other, we fall in these ruts and we do the same things over and over. Now each time you connect, you can get to a place where if you can build this connection up and learn to be present with it, it is like every moment you're living in the deliciousness of each moment, and each interaction and each connection is totally different. And you're there and you're honest, and just as at the beginning of your relationship you're present and you're giving them your full attention and time and energy, and they're giving it to you, because you guys, that's what we want at the end of the day, both men and women. What we want is connection. We're hardwired for it, but we don't quite know how to get to it. So what if, let me just pose it a different way to you. What if you thought about the next time you connected? What if you came into that connection from a space where you were present and where you could play in that range and that novelty and that newness and really get something delicious out of it? So we do this in all sorts of mindfulness practice. That is the practice of mindfulness, or yoga or qigong or tai chi or whatever you're practicing. You first come in and you land and you get in your body, you get present, you start to get out of your busy, crazy head, like we do in sex. A lot of it is all thought driven. Do I look right? Oh, is my butt too big? Oh, is she getting an orgasm? Is he doing this right? We're so up in our heads. And so we don't think about, oh, before we're gonna connect, maybe let's lay that down a little bit. But when you come into a practice of yoga or qigong or tai chi, all those practices have you just get present first. You connect to the breath, you ground yourself, you leave your busy day behind, and then you go do your practice. And it's the same thing with sex or intimacy or connection. We need to ground ourselves and just relax. So this little practice is designed that I'm going to give you to drop you from that constant on the edge of fight or flight state in our sympathetic nervous system down to parasympathetic rest and digest and come into your body and relax, so that that hyper-vigilant side of us can just lay down, and all the noise and the chatter can lay down, so that when you are ready to connect to your partner, you're like, hey, I cleared up my space. And we're going to do a little sense of gratitude with this practice, and you come into that connection of gratitude and love and joy, and then you connect with them. Now imagine if you did that, even just by yourself, it will make change. But I'm also going to give you a Yab-Yum practice, and it's a traditional tantric practice that basically does this to both of you. So if you can get your partner to be game and say, hey, I want to do this fun thing for Valentine's, and you do it in a respectful, mindful way. It's a little bit new, it's outside your comfort zone, so don't push each other's buttons, and just have a sense of humor about it. And try this Yab-Yum practice, because it does the same thing with both of you. So before you have that lush, delicious connection, you both like come into this slow, conscious connection with each other through this practice of Yab-Yum. And I'm going to post 2 videos after this. One, if you want to just work on yourself and get yourself present and grounded before your next connection with a loved one. And the second one is if you want to try something fun over Valentine's with your loved one, fun and free. So I hope you enjoy both of these and enjoy this journey. If you have any questions, feel free to post them somewhere in here. I'm putting all of these videos in the event section for the Tantra event section, the conscious connection. They're all in the discussion section of there. So if you missed a video, or you just caught one of the videos and thought, oh, this is a topic I want to explore, that's where you can find all the rest of the videos and the posts. And I'm not just posting you my stuff, you guys. I posted the other day one of my gurus, their guides in this area, and so I'm sharing with you. And the Yab-Yum that I'm posting is somebody else, one of my, one that I found that is helpful. So you get different sources of information as you go through this course, not just from my lens. So namaste, have a great day.